I had a segment yesterday with Jake Hahn, and I want to ask some of the same questions. But let's start with something we were talking about off air because we didn't get to this with him yesterday, which is Vegas Golden Knights, a fine season, but walking around anecdotally around hockey people, a lot of the things that have been said about them revolve around the word fraudulent. Like they're really good in the standings, but no one really believes in them. Do you share that opinion?
I understand why people are saying it. I truly do. I mean, because but here's the thing: what they have done is they protect their goalies. So what I mean by that is that they block a lot of shots in the simplest terms, and they make life easier for their goalies. I'm not saying that their goalies aren't good, but they don't allow a lot of high quality scoring chances. So the style of hockey that they play reduces the amount of good opportunities that the opposition gets. You can't do it over, we're now 79 games into the season, and be fraudulent. You can maybe do it after over 20.
You can't say that's unsustainable if you've done it for a whole year.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're doing this without arguably their best player, their captain, Mark Stone. They're a team. The other thing that, the big difference between last year and this year, and talking to a bunch of Golden Knights people, is that it's a much closer group. They were a fractured group inside that room. And I think that, in any team sport, your guys have to be willing to die on a sword for each other. And that's what this group is.
If we gave ownership truth serum, would they tell you they regret the Gallant firing?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah. I think that, look, every coach has a shelf life. Mm-hmm. Maybe the way that, I think Gerard's a great guy. They've now ended up with Bruce Cassidy. They got themselves a really good coach. Would they have liked to maybe done things differently? Possibly.
Yeah.
But I think you got to keep looking forward.
It is quite unique to hockey, though, that we're even at maybe not peak success, but still successful. Teams will more casually let coaches go in a different direction, to use that phrase, than in other sports. Like the Capitals obviously did that as well, right? Where you're sort of like, wow, you just want a cup and now you're not going to pay? So, I don't know. It's interesting about hockey that is the case.
Yeah. I mean, look, the way Vegas has done a lot of things. Now, here's the thing. Vegas gets criticized for bringing players in and players out. They will tell you that if you look back at over the same time period from when they started to where they're at today, and you look at the amount of players that are on their roster from day one to now, it's quite comparable to most teams around the league.
Go to VSiN.com/subscribe to become a VSiN Pro subscriber today.